and welcome back, where we're going to be checking out the song Supervillain by the band Hagane. Hagane themselves being a band who actually we checked out first years ago, I think around about the time when they were first starting. And then I think we checked them out once subsequently. They are an interesting group in that they are really kind of one of those sort of almost independent feeling bands who do everything with a certain sense of production and sheen. So how does the song Supervillain, which is at this current moment their most recent release about 7 months ago, how does that really stand up against what we've been expecting and hoping for from this band who are still really very much on the up and coming end of things? Well, I've got to be honest, it is something of a mixed bag. Now the good sign is that there is a really good chorus here and there is a lot of ideas and there's a lot of potential, but really there's also a lot to unpack with this song, so let's start from the beginning. Well, as I say, first of all, I'm loving the fact that this song has got a really good catchy chorus at the heart of it that you come round to and that really sort of ties everything together. I also felt that the musicianship, which I think has become more and more clear over the time since they first started, they have some really good musicianship on offer. Their guitar side, oh hello, there's a cat here. I literally do not know where that came from. Why are you going into my room? Excuse me, kitty. We need to talk. Kitty. We're reviewing Hagane. Do you have anything to say about Hagane, kitty? You want the big slice? Oh, I like you too, kitty. How are we gonna make this work? All right. So I'm gonna deal with this cat who is not my cat. It's like really tearing up all my stuff. Oh, you're going through my trash. You're going through my trash. Okay. I got you fresh ham. You prefer my trash. You're that kind of kid. You have got a collar on though, so someone clearly cares about you and probably feeds you. So I'm not doing it. I'm going to try and continue this review. So what I was saying is they clearly got a lot of really great musicianship. Hi, kitty. From the fact that they are doing these fantastic solos and they've just got this really good ability to lay down all of their ideas. Perhaps the problem comes in that there are too many ideas. Why do I say that? Well, I don't really know whether this is the producer's fault or not, but usually there needs to be someone to say, okay, you guys are really creative, but we need to sort of pull back and make one song at a time. Here, though, the ideas come too thick and fast. One of the reasons why I think a producer might be partly responsible, though a producer should in any case be able to say to a band, I think you need to sort of wind this song back a little bit, is because of the fact that from the very outset, we have kind of these weird effects which are taking place in the verse that make the song almost sound almost dissonant, and that's kind of cool in a way, but it does get the song off to a bit of a shaky start. It's a bit hard to follow when the vocals are going through a bit of a weird effect. There's a lot of synthetic stuff going on in the background. Yeah, that's all well and good, but it doesn't feel like it necessarily gels. Then we get the first chorus and everything comes together and you think, okay, great. Second verse, we kind of get a similar problem to the first one, and then you come around to a chorus again, you think, well, okay, maybe there's a chorus that links everything together. Are you going, kitty? Is kitty going? Kitty's going. Kitty's gone. And I just put some ham on the floor. That is wasted ham. You better come back and eat that, kitty. So, yeah, there's this sort of feeling that, okay, it goes off in a slightly weird direction with the verses, and it doesn't quite come together, even though the choruses are really catchy, and I really like it, and there's a good impact, and you're getting that full force of a band who plays well, the interesting sounds of the synthesizers, and a good singer's voice. She sings really lovely. I just love the power in her voice in this, and good sense of emotion as well. But then the bridge is where things really start to go off the rails. Now, with the bridge, I'm being bitten by insects at the same time. Is this what happens when you give a review that isn't, like, all praise? When the bridge comes around, it goes into a slightly strange direction. Now, we do get the solo, fine, and the solo is quite long. Then it goes down to a broken down bit with the vocal, and you're thinking, oh, okay, this is where we're going to go in a different direction. And it goes that for a few bars, and then we get another solo. I'm going to be honest, this is where I started to realise the big problem with this song is it doesn't feel like it's going in any direction. You don't feel like you're going anywhere. During the verses, everything feels kind of so cluttered that it doesn't feel like it's taking you to the chorus. Like you're kind of going through this weird sound experiment, then the chorus arrives. And the chorus, oh, okay, now we're going in a direction. Oh, okay, time for the next. Okay, it's weird verses, and then, oh, here comes the chorus, and you get into the bridge, and it's just like you're being led in all different directions. There's no feeling that it's really going anywhere, and this is made worse by the fact that, like I say, you get the solo, you get a broken down bit, you get solo again, then you get a different song bit, and then you get kind of like, there's another kind of instrumental bit, which isn't a solo, and all of that, and then the last chorus, which has now been a long time waiting, just kind of appears, and just like, oh, we're in the chorus now. It's like, what? Wait, what, where? There's no sense that you would take in there or that it was built up to. It's just, yeah, we've run out of things to do. It's the chorus again now. That's the end of the song. For me, that was a bit of a problem. The song was full of interesting ideas. You take any of the individual parts of this song, and not only is it probably interesting, but it's probably got a load of interesting things layered in there. There's so much in this song, so much potential, so many great things, and a really nice kick-ass chorus in there as well. Might not be the greatest chorus ever, but it's really good, especially for an up-and-coming band. There is this feeling that the song needs a sense of direction, maybe needs to be sort of brought back and made a little bit more concise. It just needs a bit of control, I dare say even maturity, and I definitely think it needs a producer. I'm assuming there was a producer involved in this. I mean, clearly there's enough money to go in to make a nice video. It needs a producer who... I don't know what's going on with the producer here. I don't know if it was a producer who was just... didn't want to say no to anything, or maybe thought it was just cool to throw everything at the wall, but it needs a producer who's mature enough to say, okay, yeah, we need to bring this, we need to sort of get this down to what's actually working and throw away a lot of the stuff that doesn't need to be in here. So for me, this is probably there's probably like 2 good songs in here if you separated them up. There's a lot of fantastic ideas. There's an indication of a band who have immense talent. I would much rather have a band like this who was making messy songs that were like had too much than a band who were just sort of spewing out generic stuff that we've heard a million times before. So I am all on board for this. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing more Hagane. And I'm really hoping this leads them in that right direction. But for me, this is a song that would be very hard to re-listen to. I've got to be honest. I listened to it a few times over now, and it's not the easiest listen. It's nearly 7 minutes long, and it doesn't need to be. As I say, there are a good 2 songs in here if someone went through and just sort of like pulled them apart. But unfortunately, it's been finished now. They are... you're not allowed to say Siamese. They're conjoined twins, these songs. You're not going to pull them apart at this point. So... It's good stuff, but the end product doesn't quite work. So, looking forward to more Hagane. This is a band who definitely, when it clicks, it's going to click and it's going to be great. Fantastic again, work on the performance. Love the number of ideas. Looking forward to seeing what you guys think about this in the comments until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. For now, don't know why I clicked. Ciao, ciao.